All right, let's talk about something I know a lot of you deal with. You take an allergy pill, your sneezing stops, but suddenly your eyes feel like they're full of sand. If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. We're going to solve your personal dry eye mystery right now.
And let's just get this out of the way first. No, you are not imagining it. Not at all. This is a super common, super frustrating trade-off. And just knowing it's real is the first step to actually fixing it.
So I know what you're probably thinking. You just want me to give you a list, right? A simple ranking of the most drying allergy pills you can just avoid the bad ones. It makes total sense. You just want relief.
But, and here's the big twist, that's actually the wrong question to be asking. A simple ranking doesn't tell the whole story. The right question, the one that's actually going to help you, is what's making my eyes dry and what's the right move for me? Let's figure that out.
Okay, so to crack this case, we have to start with a little bit of science. We need to look at what's actually happening at the scene of the crime, your eyes.
You see, dry eye isn't always about not having enough water in your tears. A lot of the time, it's about the quality of your tears. Think of it like this. Your eye has this delicate protective shield called the tear film. When that shield gets wobbly or unstable, that's when you feel the grit.
And that shield is way more complex than you'd think. It's actually made of 3 different layers working in perfect harmony. You've got an oily layer on top to stop evaporation, a watery layer in the middle for moisture, and then this sticky mucin layer at the bottom to make sure it all spreads out evenly. If any one of those layers gets messed up, you're going to feel it.
And here is the absolute key to this whole mystery. The pill is almost never acting alone. It's just one factor that gets stacked on top of everything else. Your environment, your daily habits, your own unique biology. The pill is often just the thing that tips the scales.
So with that in mind, let's go ahead and profile the usual suspects, the big 3 over-the-counter antihistamines. But remember, we're looking for common patterns here. These are clues, not convictions.
Now, check this out. It's not about which one is worse. It's about the patterns. Maybe you're a contact lens wearer who notices Claritin only starts to bug you late in the day after hours on the computer. Or maybe you already have some dry eye and Zyrtec's stronger effect just pushes it over the edge. And yeah, people say Allegra is the least drying, but if you sit under a fan all day, it might not matter. See if any of these patterns ring a bell for you.
And this, right here, is the turning point of our whole investigation. Because the pill might be the lead suspect, but it almost never works alone. We need to uncover its accomplices.
I love this analogy. It's not one single villain causing all the trouble. It's more like a chaotic group chat. The allergy pill is definitely in there, posting away. But so are a bunch of other troublemakers. And here they are, the other members of that group chat. You've got screen time, because when you stare at a screen, you forget to blink. You've got dry indoor air from your AC or heat. Contact lenses, which are a huge factor. And then there's your baseline health. Maybe you have something like meibomian gland dysfunction, where the little oil glands in your eyelids are clogged, or even the airflow from a CPAP machine at night. Any of these can amplify the pill's drying effect. Okay, we've profiled the suspects, we've identified the accomplices. Now it's time to give you the tools you need to do something about it. This is your personal investigative toolkit. So first, let's think strategy. There are 2 main paths. If your allergies are an all-over-your-body problem, sneezing, hives, the works, then an oral pill probably makes sense. But if your main issue is just itchy, watery eyes, why not try a local strategy? Things like antihistamine eye drops or nasal steroid sprays can hit the problem right where it lives, often with way less drying effect on your eyes.
All right, this is how we stop guessing and start knowing. I want you to run your own simple 7-day experiment. Just pick one pill and stick with it for a week. Take it at the same time every single day. And here's the golden rule, the most important part. Only change one thing at a time. That's how you'll get clear answers. And here is your primary tool. Seriously, pause and screenshot this right now. It takes 1 minute a day. Just rate your eye comfort, make a note of blurry moments, how many re-wetting drops you used, and what your environment was like. After a week, this little chart is going to tell you so much. It's going to be your roadmap to relief.
Now, becoming your own health detective is incredibly powerful, but it's also really important to know when it's time to hang up the trench coat and call in an expert. So let's talk about when to close your PACE file and see a doctor.
And these are the red flags. If you experience any of these, please stop your experiment and call your doctor right away. We're talking about real, significant eye pain, any sudden changes in your vision, extreme light sensitivity, any kind of thick discharge, or if your contacts just all of a sudden become unbearable. These are not things to mess around with.
And so that brings us right back to the beginning. See, the goal was never to find one best pill for everybody. The real goal is to find what works for you. The best antihistamine is simply the one that gets your allergies under control without making your eyes miserable in the process. It's all about that personal balance.
So there you have it. You understand the science, you've seen the usual suspects, you have the accomplices on your radar, and you have a toolkit to start gathering your own data. The only question left is, what's your plan for day one?